I give the floor to the Russian Federation.
Спасибо.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The delegation of the Russian Federation principally opposes the amendments proposed by the delegation of the United States to draft resolution L53 Rev 1. The draft resolution submitted to the third committee is the result of difficult and intensive negotiations. In total, 6 rounds of open, informal consultations were carried out, as well as numerous bilateral meetings with interested delegations. Since the very beginning of our work on the text, our main principle was openness and transparency in the negotiating process. The updated draft includes a number of paragraphs that were proposed by a broad group of member states, which includes the United States themselves. The only amendments which we could not accept from the very beginning, and the co-sponsors didn't make any secret out of this, were amendments aimed at watering down the substance and the main thrust of the initiative. The document addresses combating the glorification of Nazism and countering racism and racial discrimination. So how then can we accept proposals whose goal is to whitewash Nazis and their collaborators, as well as deny the danger posed by the spread of racist and xenophobic rhetoric and ideology? What is being proposed now through these amendments is essentially justifying Nazism, rewriting the judgment of the Nuremberg Tribunal. This will inevitably lead to a new wave of xenophobia, migrant phobia, and aggressive nationalism. In other words, everything that we're seeing take place in many parts around the world. Mr. Chairman, the establishment of the United Nations was a response to the numerous atrocities committed by Nazis and their collaborators, helping to wipe out civilians and put the theory of racial superiority into practice. Denying the responsibility and the guilt of Nazis is unethical, sacrilegious compared to the tens of millions of victims. We call on UN member states to vote against the amendments proposed, showing their unity and position of principle, showing the very unity that allowed more than 70 years ago for the Allies to achieve a historical victory over Nazism. Thank you.
I thank the Russian Federation.